Short instructional videos are an effective method of delivering both high-level and highly detailed information and instruction. In this presentation, we will explore both the planning and execution and how ASDA hybrid methodology uses the Agile Sprint process to generate deliverables. In the planning process, business functionality is broken down through the process of elicitation, extraction, and decomposition into smaller and smaller units. The most detailed example would be as follows. Business functionality is broken down into business areas, which in turn are broken down into business categories, then into business processes. The business process, in turn, is further reduced to components, subcomponents, and finally into stories. In some cases, not all of the levels are necessary, but the process remains the same. A story represents the smallest unit of a business function. The stories are grouped into epics and then processed into deliverables through a series of sprints. In the execution process, stories are processed through a series of 3-week-long sprints. The stories are groomed, prioritized, and maintained in a product backlog. Scrum teams commit to what can be accomplished in the upcoming sprint. The Scrum team conducts daily meetings to report their progress as they work. The stories are resolved into the deliverable, executed, and tested. Once proven, they are validated as potentially shippable increments, or PSIs, of the final release. Now let's watch a representation of this process on the sprint cycle timeline. In our example, we have decomposed a particular business function into an epic. We will call it Epic AB, which contains 2 related epics, which we will call Epic A and Epic B. Epic A contains 3 stories: Story A1, Story A2, and Story A3. Epic B contains 2 stories: Story B1 and Story B2. In Sprint 1 of Sprint Cycle 1, Story A2 is completed. In Sprint 2 of Cycle 1, Story A1 and Story B1 are completed. In Sprint 3, no stories are completed, but in Sprint Cycle 2, Sprint 1, Story A3 is completed. And since all the stories in Epic A are completed, Epic A is completed. In Sprint 2 of Cycle 2 and Sprint 3 of Cycle 2, no stories are completed. But in Sprint 1 of Cycle 3, Story B2 is completed, and so Epic B is completed. And since both Epic A and Epic B are completed, Epic AB is complete.